In this video, we are doing a 100-mile review of those. The very pink Saucony Endorphin Speed number 3. What is up, everybody, and welcome to 40 Runs in the Lee Valley. We're out here doing our early morning long run. We're heading down to park run this morning for a cheeky little bit of park run. Then we're going to turn around, spin back, and have it large on the way back. Now, I wanted to come back, do a 100-mile-ish review on the Speed 3. I think I'm probably maybe over that now, because I've been obviously marathon training and whatnot. So I wanted to come back to you with a sort of final video on the shoe and let you know how it's been getting on, more about wear and tear and all that kind of stuff, and how it feels after that sort of 100-ish miles. Right, so if you've not seen the 100 million videos that are out on YouTube now on the Speed 3, quick recap: shoes about 160 odd quid. You've got Power Run PB midsole. You've got a brand new winged shaped TPU nylon plate in the shoe that runs full length, but you've got these bits that stick out of the side. I'll show you that a bit later on. That adds some stability. The shoe's been made wider, again, to add a little bit of stability. They changed the upper. They got rid of the dual layer upper on the shoe. I can't remember the drop. I think it's 8mm drop. Thank you very much. And I think that's probably about it. It fits true to size. Weighs just under 9 ounces. Yeah, that's probably about it in terms of all you need to know. So for me, the shoe's been used well in the marathon training block that I've been doing. Long runs, medium pace runs, just even like, oh, it sounds funny, but running down to a coaching session. I've literally used it for everything, and that's the biggest takeaway of this shoe. It is, I think, the most versatile running shoe you can buy at the moment. I've said it before, I think it's the best running shoe period at the moment, and the reason for that is simply its versatility. You know, I could rock up tomorrow at the start of the London Marathon or Amsterdam Marathon and wear these shoes for race day, and they'll do me just fine. In terms of fit and feel, not any issues with heel rubbing in the shoe, with any sort of fit problems at all with the shoe. Since the moment I slid them on, they've been perfect in terms of fit and feel. The midsole is well still intact and giving loads of feedback. I'll show you the wear and tear, but I'm talking about the responsiveness from it. It's not lost anything over the last 100 miles that I'm aware of. Obviously, I'm not going to test it with like geometry things or whatever, you know, the spongy things. Morning, mate. You all right, mate? But for me, it's not lost none of the feel that the shoe had when I first put it on. The plate still does a great job. It's not overly intrusive. It doesn't feel rigid, the shoe. It feels just like a nice lightweight daily trainer that can do everything. So I can't talk highly enough about the shoe. It just rocks it out, people. It really does. Okay, right, so what we'll do is we'll finish this run, we'll then get back to the ranch, and we'll just go over the sort of wear and tear, because there are some interesting things you need to be aware of with the shoe, and I'll show you that once we finish this run. Right, so we are back at Chateau Ford, and look, so we're talking now usage really, and sort of wear and tear. So if you look, now again, my pronation problems come up here, but look, don't know whether that's going to show, but I've torn it there, a little bit there, but on this one, the tread's pretty good. See that? Be fair, the tread ain't too bad. Now, and the upper as well is good. If you look, no problems with the upper after 100 miles. And then we go here. Now again, I've taken lumps here down the side. See that? And then again on the heel, a little bit there, and I've taken a lump out of it. See that? And that's the problem with this one. See, also scratched that up. That's not dirt, that's scratched up there. But again, the upper's alright, and the wear and tear is okay on the actual rubber. But all in all, I mean, sorry, you ain't got your old shoes with you, have you? 400 mile Skechers.
No.
No, he's 200. But I tell you what then, at 100 miles, how would you rate those in terms of wear and tear? 100 miles, bear in mind. Ain't bad, I don't think.
It's not bad, but it ain't great.
It's not great.
Because I would like to, I know it's sincere, I'd like to see what they're like at 300 miles.
Yeah, well, we can come back and do that, actually. But I'm surprised there's no lumps out of that, because that's quite a thick bit of polystyrene almost, isn't it?
And it is like the same, it's the same height as that. But you know, because your pronation's like that,
yeah, you can see it.
That obviously ain't touching the floor.
No, yeah, that's true.
Because you're like that.
Yeah.
So you're like, whereas if you was
like properly running,
you'd be
on it. But where my pronation's whipping,
and look, you can see on the side of the rubber. You could look. You're taking
even there. Look, rubber. Even there, along there now, it shows.
I'm not being funny. I think once you've done 200 miles, then they're going to be wrecked, which ain't that great.
So 200 miles maybe. But that's pronation issues. That's me, not the shoe.
But what? See, that's the problem with that shoe. That's why I didn't get on with
it. Yeah, because you do move around.
Because if you need to be neutral.
A proper neutral runner.
Yeah.
Not because this is my right one, so I've got less pronation in my right leg than my left. My left one's worse.
There's no real no real room for error.
My left one's worse because I pronate more on my left side. You look at that. That's much worse. Look, even on the heel, that's gone now. On the
look it's going on the side.
Worse, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's the problem. Is there's no room for error.
But they are better, Nick, in better nick than my 2s at 100 miles. I ain't got them anymore, but if I had the 2s, I'd show you. But these are in better condition than my 2s, and they really on that bit there, on the outside, on the lateral side, it was gone, just disintegrated. I just worn them out because of the pronation problems. So I don't think that's too bad. But look, the heel is almost new. Look,
yeah,
the heel's almost new. But yeah, you are right. It does raise some question marks, I think, about the longevity of these. You know, over that 200 miles, it'd be interesting to see, get another 100 on them.
And then I don't think there's going to be much left.
There won't be much left, so there you go. So it's something to think about. Not the best wear and tear, but again, I do wonder if that's more me side than the shoe.
Yeah, but it's
still not great, is it?
It's not great, because looking funny, not everyone is, not many people are spot on.
No, they're not. So there you go, something to think about, people. So that's the feedback. It is the best shoe you can buy, but only for just over 100 miles. That's probably it, isn't it?
200 miles, if you've done 200 miles on rough terrain.
Yeah, yeah, that's the other thing. You've got to remember, I'm down the Canal Towpath, so I am ripping it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Road would be better.
Road would be better. So you probably would get, if you're on roads, you'd probably get 300.
Yeah, you ain't. It's not a 500 mile shoe.
Yeah, it's not a 500 mile shoe, but would you want to do 500 miles in them?
Go Max Road 5.
Max, there you go, top tip. Shock. He reckons Max Road 5. I still think it's the best shoe you can buy, although from this impression, it does look like the mileage is a little bit limited.